Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to Quick Tip Friday. Today's topic is handmade pincushions. Do you have a favorite? If you do, please tell me in the comments below. If you have a favorite pattern you use, please include that too. I'd like to know what you all are using to make pincushions, and I'm going to share with you a little bit about some of my pincushions. Now, I have 4 favorite handmade pincushions, and I say I have 4 favorites because I have 4 handmade pincushions, and I'm going to show you each one and tell you a little bit about them. Now, this one was the first pincushion, the first handmade pincushion I was given, and I just love it. This was given to me by a lady that I just really think a lot of. She's just a super great person and a super good quilter, and I treasure this. I love this. It sits up there by my rulers, and it's just a little chick. I don't know if you can see that. It's just this little chick, and it's just got these crazy eyes. It's just so neat. And again, this is my first little pincushion I was given, and oh my gosh, she did just such a fantastic job. But like I said, she's a fantastic quilter, so this is one of my favorites. This was my first favorite because it was my first one. This is another one of my little pincushions. It's a purse, and I purchased this from one of my quilt friends. We have a boutique, an annual boutique, quilt boutique, in our annual craft fair here, and she made these to sell. Well, I had to have one because number 1, it was made by her, and number 2, I just thought it was adorable. Just these little purses, and you can put little things in this little pocket, but I thought those were just super cute. Now this one I purchased at one of those same annual craft fairs that our guild has a booth in, and this was made by another quilt friend, and I like this one because it has these little pieces of fabric where you can put your little clips, and you can put your pins and your clips there. Oh, they're so cute. I display them all. Okay, and then here is the last one I received. It's just a super cute little half square triangle pincushion, and one of the presidents made these for everybody, all the quilt members, for their birthdays, and just so adorable. But those are my 4 homemade pincushions. Now, I don't have patterns for any of those. I don't even know what the patterns are that they used to make them. Now, this one, I kind of think this one was probably just her own little design, but it turned out super cute. So look, you could just take a little orphan block and make a pincushion out of that. Now, I do have a couple more things to share with you. I wanted to share with you my favorite pin. Now, the pins that I use are these little silk pins. They have a white head. These are called IBC Superfine silk pins, and they're 1.38, and I use those for my quilting. They just glide in and out of the fabric, yet they're not so flimsy that they just bend in two. So I really like those pins. I wanted to share that with you. Now, in some of these, it's just fun sometimes to put decorative pins. Oh, I use numbered pins too, but some of these are just decorative. This has a little jewel on top. And then if you have any of these flathead pins, like these are fun to use to put into your pincushions to kind of, I don't know, maybe decorate them as you display them. So you might think about that. Now, some of you may have some of those fancy pins. I know Fat Quarter Shop used to have pins with decorative tips that you could, or decorative heads that you could collect. I wanted to collect those, but decided no, because I'm really not a collector of too many things. However, I definitely do collect fabric. But anyway, just some ideas for displaying your little pincushions. Now, I do have 2 patterns to share with you. And I've actually been wanting to make one. You know, I like selvages. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm passionate about selvages. And this is called Save the Selvages. And it's by Sandy Thompson. And in this, she does have a pattern for a pincushion. So that's an idea for you. Now, I have another one. Now, this is copyrighted of March 2007, but it has some cute pincushions on it, and it's just called Cottonways Folk Art Pincushions. I like kind of folk artsy type things, and I do some wool applique projects. This, again, is just called Cottonway Folk Art Pincushions. If you're interested, I don't know. You may or may not be. But I did want to share that with you. And then also, whenever I do make my first pincushion, I'm going to use these unscented ground walnut shells. This is what I'm going to fill my pincushions with. Now, I noticed in some of these, I think this one's made of sand. I think that's got sand in it. And then this one, I'm pretty sure, probably has the ground walnuts. I'm not sure what this one has in it. This one, I think, this one has some sort of bead in it, I think. I'm not really for sure. But when I make my pincushions, this is what I'm going to use. Ground nutshells. It says perfect pincushion filling. So that's what I think I'm going to make, use to make mine whenever I make it. Now, in the comments below, I want you to tell me if you've made a pincushion, or if you collect pincushions, or if you've been gifted pincushions. Just tell me about any handmade pincushions you have, or that you've made, or that you want to make. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, share with a friend, and as always, leave a comment. I love to get the comments and try to respond to each and every one. So until next time, have fun quilting.